What's going on, you guys? Back here with Alex and Nick. They have been cooking up a kind of a unique variant of the P.U.N.K deck that, like I said in the last one, it just helps you play around some of the more common ways that people try to interrupt the deck. You guys want to kind of tell me what you guys are on and why you're playing it?
Yeah.
And I guess what you did this weekend as well.
Yeah, so we both went to the Dabbers Case tournament. I got top 8. Nick, his deck performed really well, but he had some unfortunate matches. We won't talk about it, but yeah. Top 8. We're playing P.U.N.K Kashtira. This deck's basically puts up the same board Kashtira does, just with an Omni on top of it. So it's really nice. Yeah, we'll just hop right into it. So for the Punks, play 3 Zayaman, 3 Foxy, only 2 Ogre. And I feel like this card clogs. It's a hard once per turn. Also, yeah, Rise Heart. Going second, you can't use it underneath the Rise Heart.
You can't rely on it as well going first into weirder matchups or people that are on Droll. It is normally just there to either extend into an 8 sometimes for extra deck stuff, or it's again Punisher is crazy with it.
Yeah, also it's nice for a Rise Heart out. If you happen to card draw it, you can just tribute any P.U.N.K. It's mandatory trigger Rise Heart. You can just gain the Rise Heart attack, and then it outs the Rise Heart for you, which is kind of nice.
All right.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And then for the engine requirements, you only need 1 as the engine requirement, but if you only play 1 and you go through it, you don't the P.U.N.Ks don't really do anything on the follow up. So you play 2 of these for that reason.
Or if one gets banished off
exactly.
Rise Heart.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways for stuff to get banished this format.
Yeah, and then 3 of the shitty small ones that are just kind of there as engine requirements.
No. Don't fucking
actually, this one, this one's actually not bad.
It's just Madam Spider. Madam Spider fucking
well, so this one is...
Shirakuza is crazy. Wagon's crazy.
These are good to draw if you have other P.U.N.Ks in hand.
Yeah.
But if you draw these by themselves, they're not starters. So but this one honestly is low key kind of crazy to draw, because you can make brand with this, and then you get the field spell, and that helps you extend.
Yeah. Field spell's insane.
Yeah, the field spell's really good. And then just the 1 Ogre, because if you go through their P.U.N.K combo and you open any of your combo pieces already, then you can just search this instead.
Yeah.
And it's just an extra interruption on top of everything. It's pretty good right now. So
crazy versus Sprite, I will say.
Yeah, it's insane versus Sprite. Also,
poor Sprite players and King Ghost Ogre,
which is nice. Yeah.
Crazy versus Sprite, and unironically, a deck that people would expect that card to be dogged against is Lab. You know, I have Ogre Lab way too many times. They're a big monster to rip. I just chain Ogre, they rip a card, and then I just play through their board.
Yeah, it's actually decent versus Lab. This card's just good.
It's just good enough.
Yeah, it's just why not? It's 1 brick, and it's an extra nerf on top of everything. And for the cash stuff, 3 Unicorn. I think that's pretty obvious. 3 Fenrir. And then the 2 extenders that we chuck. This one is part of the combo.
Yeah.
And this one is just gives you versatility.
So you think Scareclaw is better than? Because I know we were on tier limit last time.
We were playing both.
Oh yeah.
The tier cash is good when you draw the hands when you draw field spell Etala Unicorn, you can go Unicorn at Castriosis, field spell at tier cash, and then the very end after you've done all your P.U.N.K stuff, summon tier cash and then Castriosis it. And since it's the water, you can get Fenrir from your deck with it, which is the reason why.
Hell yeah.
It's also just kind of crazy if you draw it post combo with the Rise Heart.
Yeah, you can.
One of the plays that I was making with it was if I just drew a shit ton of Kashtira, I would just turbo Rise Heart, go end phase tier cash effect, banish it, get 4th material onto a Rise Heart, and then banish 3 from their deck.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's good when you can slap it on top. You just get so many free materials off Rise Heart. But we stuck with this card because tier cash is kind of a win more. If you draw a hand or tier cash is good, your hands are already pretty cracked.
Makes sense.
And this card just outs everything, so it's nice. It came up for me against Lab. I know it came up for you a few times, right? Yeah.
It's also insane versus any branded deck. It stops Dragoon, and with P.U.N.K, since you're paying a lot, max grade can matter. So if they go branded red, you chain this to the branded red, summon it. If they make max grade, you just crash it, take all the life points for the rest of the turn.
Yeah. It for me, out of the labyrinth cards, they can't be targeted when you have sets, but you just make this Fenrir and then out their whole board for free. And then like the extra like punk stuff, yeah. I mean, this is just more like
It's
starters.
standard.
This card's insane. So we need to talk about that. The field spells, play 3 of this, terraforming, and then you play the 1 punk field spell.
I low-key want to play 2 of it. It's
Yeah.
one of those cards where if
Custom
you burn
card.
through it way too early,
Yeah, it's insane. Helps you like play through
kill your
boards.
grind game a lot. If you like,
Well, and just like drawing it going second, it helps you play through boards too, because they can like stop the Zam or whatever, but they can't stop the draw one.
it's also just straight up not once per turn for any.
Yeah, this
effects.
card's dumb.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like you can like cycle through 2 and like summon twice with this card. It's
That is
crazy.
the insane part about that card to me.
Yeah, so that's the consideration. But yeah, that was. A
We're
good
not there
issue.
yet, but we could be.
And for the cash spells, play 2 birth, 1 of these. This card's just nice because like if they hit it, it's nice to have a second copy to search. It's good in the grind game, and like if you draw this card with like Unicorn, it basically is like guaranteed like full cash board on top of the punk board because you just like birth at the end.
Yeah.
You grab this off Unicorn and you like have the full board.
It's also like insane because it allows your Zeus to be a little more like lenient to like stopping you as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I know
No, that makes
sometimes
sense.
like
You don't want to blow
I
your
had
bird
a-
up.
Yeah, sometimes I was picking between grinding or like wiping their board and just hoping to top deck better. Playing 2 of this makes it a lot easier to just Zeus.
All right.
Yeah, and then like just it has a random other effect, just banish it from your opponent's grave when you use a spell. which would be
Yeah,
pretty
that
cool.
card is insane.
Yeah.
That effect against branded is
It's
what used to allow you to get the 6 zone lock.
Yeah,
that card's just a little crazy.
yeah, and then for the hand traps, just 3 ash.
FTK versus
I
branded.
guess just like really going second cards.
Yeah.
It's just the most generic stuff we
Yeah.
could possibly play without like clogging the deck too much.
Yeah.
This isn't once per turn, this isn't once per turn, this kills branded. That's like the entire reason behind
Yeah,
it.
this card is like good enough even where it is once per turn. It's going to play at 3 because it stops Book of Eclipse, it stops branded.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
this card is just
insanely
insane
versatile
right
this
now.
format. Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then I mean Book of Eclipse. So.
It's pretty generic this format.
And then yeah, the 2 searchable traps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The Imperm, and then what does Big Bang do?
You just banish it off Rysar and it gets a Kashtira XYZ to summon one of its materials.
It's literally just a second birth during the same turn.
Okay. Seems
Yeah.
good. All right, so that's it for the main. How many cards?
43 right now.
Nice.
And then the extra, the 1 card, you just need 1. If they hit this card, like
They're bad anyway.
Yeah, it's
They're so
it's
bad.
an absolute bait for them to hit this card.
You mean out of your extra deck with
Yeah.
Like
okay.
Diablosis
Or
Unicorn?
Yeah, I think this card's
It's
actually
bait.
so
Somebody hit that versus me. I just made Baron's tap and then they realized their mistake.
Yeah, the thing is, like, if they hit this card, you don't even care. Like, if you draw punks, you just go straight into Love Light Synchro instead. Like, you don't need to.
Yeah, you just don't even bother.
that just gets you to the ones you don't draw into.
Yeah,
or
it
have
basically gets you the
easier
field
access.
spell, like
Yeah.
guaranteed. But yeah, and then the the other punk synchros, it's like 1/1.
Yep.
This is another bait. They hit this. It's funny.
You're being chilling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forget that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Omega. This is basically like a
punk synchro.
No, at the point we're using it for, it's just a punk synchro.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you play 2 of this, they never hit this card. The theory behind it is if you play 1, they'll be more likely to hit this card, and all you need is just the 1 Love Light Synchro, and your punk's still like, you can still like turbo and just like Moon Punisher, or make a rank 8, or like basically whatever you want. So it's very nice for that.
Nice.
And the recycling effect comes up sometimes as well.
Nice.
Level 10 synchros, you play both of these. This card comes up a lot, especially if you draw like the weird hands where you can't make the full cash board. Lots of times you'll pass on like Baron Chenging with like Scareclaw cash in hand, which is pretty good.
Changing honestly is one of the more like people look at that card versus like cash. They look at Changing and don't realize actually what it's going to do in the matchup. It might like lose to interaction, but they're wasting interaction on the cards we got for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
And if they don't stop it, their Rice Heart's gone, Field Spell, Birth, anything that they like actually need on field or engrave, just
you just put everything. One of this, that's self-explanatory, card's broken. Kashtira XYZs. So we played 2 of this now. I think 2 of this is actually nice. It comes up a lot in the grind game versus like the cash matchup, like when they're playing pure cash.
That makes sense.
It's also just like free to summon if they go for like Shang-Roll on your turn, so pretty good. The rank 7, like this is like new as well.
Astral Pack.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. like, this is like kind of like a third of Riser in some situations, which is kind of funny. Like against a cash matchup, because you can just lots of times go for this and steal their Riser.
I barely even noticed it was in,
just-
it's in French.
Oh
Italian.
yeah, I think it's Italian.
In the end, we also just
Oh, it's
decided,
Italian.
Yeah.
I thought it said FR.
We just straight up decided that Diablosis was kind of win more. It was giving us free info. The free info was nice, but it just doesn't matter if you could just
You end up the same
get a
number of
free
options,
Zeus.
basically. The only thing you use is the zone lock. But yeah, I actually forgot to mention that. Yeah, we cut Diablosis because it's like, yeah, it's one
It's bad.
Yeah.
Go.
Both these cards are crazy. Like, this card came out for me multiple times. This card came out for me multiple times. The only match I lost was because I made Zombie Vampire versus Pure Cash, and we both milled 4 and we both missed. So that was kind of unfortunate. But,
That does suck.
but like other than that, this card was good for me like every single match.
Rank 8's good to you, Nick? Yeah, performed well.
There is
And then
nothing
just-
bad. Well, there's one other option
Pretty
you
standard.
can play. It's Photon Lord, but Baron does the same thing, and Felgrade is just better versus like more
The
generic
field.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the only
so
two.
One Zeus, all you need, they hit it, they're bad, and then this is good because you just you can reborn like a Fenrir and then treat as a late for Zombie Vampire and exchange your place even more. So that's pretty good.
Nice.
And then side deck, just going first cards, 3D barrier. I mean,
Pretty good.
cards broken.
This is the third format in a row. I would say D-Barrier saw the most play it's ever seen.
Yeah.
The fact, I don't know why they didn't ban this after
The one like last
the
year's.
Toss format 2, pretty much.
Oh.
Which is like 2022 match.
Yeah.
This card was seeing the most play it's ever seen, and it's the most toxic card in the format.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
Arise Heart's bad, but this card shutting off an entire mechanic kind of is just a little bit
It's
too
awful.
strong.
Yeah, and speaking of which, another reason why this deck's so good, we can like this deck isn't, or this card specifically isn't like very good versus our deck. Like if
Yeah,
they call
'cause you have so many
synchro,
modalities,
you just
yeah.
go XYZ. If they call XYZ, you go synchro. So it's actually like kind of nice.
This card is the actual only reason I'm playing this deck.
Yeah.
It is because everybody is on it, and if they flip it, you can say cool, and if they don't, they lose.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
that, and
also
I'm a nib respecter. I respect that
Yeah,
card.
exactly.
I like to respect nib. So
Fuck nib. I play Sword Sword, bro.
And
I don't know what nib is.
yeah, going second, 3 evenly is insane.
Double
Like
tag.
the thrust and like the targets are really good.
Stop playing Change of Heart, bro.
Bro, you have to.
No, this card's crazy.
It's
Actually,
just worse than TTT.
It actually comes up like where you don't want to like get them to use a monster effect, like you can't, or you can't bait it out, and you just change a part. Like
Alex,
immediately.
explain to me how you'd rather waste a card on an Arise Heart Banish than make them do it anyway. If they have a Rise Heart Shangri-La,
If it's
you can take
specifically-
their Shangri-La.
If it's specifically versus a Rise Heart, this card's worse than TTT. But
think
if you hand trap them and they end on like just Unicorn, then this is way better than TTT.
Can't take Dragoon. Can't do anything with Dragoon.
Dragoon's a bad card.
Dragoon's Baron!
Dragoon is free, brother. We just make Scare Call Cash. That shit's free.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Scare Call Cash.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but
We
you
just-
want the negate for
Fenrir, attack, vanish, boom, outed. Hand trap, more hand traps.
Nice.
Versus Rogue, FTK. Yeah.
This card's gross.
Yeah.
This card's another-
FTK versus Rogue, Runic, FTK, like, card's just insane, honestly. I do kind of wish I played 3 of these just to,
See it?
yeah, I mean, I just want, like, more outs versus people who are, like, going for the Giving Puppet Lock.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna probably try and wait a fit
Alright.
for one of this. Yeah, that's
So I
basically
guess that's the whole deck. Any final thoughts?
Sex Crazy.
If you're gonna play this, don't play Change of Heart. Please play TTT. He's only playing because it's MRD first.
Oh my god, it's not true. That's just not true.
All right.
All
Peace out, you guys.
All right, see ya.